Hey everybody, Britical Saiyans here. I'm Jenna.
And I'm Matt.
And we got some fun news.
Yeah, well, as you can see on screen for one. So if you haven't already watched it, go onto the website and watch the new video they put out, the new trailer for the Organised Play 2020. Because once they go through all of that, Set 9 spoiler. Multicoloured leaders. So as you can see on screen, we've managed to just pause it and get it actually, so it's actually readable.
Yeah.
So they're starting off in December and just having events going on throughout the year. All the pre-releases, the store-related stuff. Some of the pre-release stuff will have something to do with it. Everything, basically, the events is going to be leading up to the next championships, which is, well, they say in the video, October sometime. So October, September.
Their plan is, starting December, they'll do like a lot of shop preliminaries throughout the year, and then they'll do like the regionals, as like we've had before. At that point, they'll probably do like the nationals, and then from the nationals in October time, they've said we should be getting like World Championship, to which obviously we'll have a crowning best player in the world, as it were.
Yeah.
I really don't like that title, because it's just like, you could still lose a casual game, and then it's like, what, you're the best player in the world when you can be bothered. So, but someone will get that crowning glory.
Yeah. So, new season will be starting soon. But we'll go into the main hype for me, it was just like, oh my god, multicolored leaders!
We predicted this.
Yeah. It was like, well, we've done multicolored cards, which again, obviously, saw coming anyway. It's like, well, okay, eventually there's going to be multicolored leaders, because that's the next part of the progression. So as the leader you can see on screen now, so the Son Goku one, these are in the expansions, the next expansions. Whatever called. Well, they're at the end of the video, the name anyway, but yeah. So anyway, obviously, the same as always, we've got to say this because it can always change. Any card you see here, even though it's been correct every other time, is still subject to change. I know every time in the past that we said that, the card effects have always been the same.
Yeah,
but
it could happen at any point. It could be like, actually, we're going to change this. So, yeah, here's what they're telling us Goku does. For now, he'll probably still do this when he comes out, but we're just going to say for now.
Yeah. So, the front side of the leader, it's autos. When his card attacks, you draw 2 cards, and then you choose 1 card from your hand and place it in your drop area. Okay, fair enough. It's Clash of Fates Goku.
Without the burst.
Without the burst. So, you're not milling yourself.
Yeah.
But then there's a new Awaken called Awaken Surge. So, you choose 1 red and 1 yellow card in your hand, and you place them under this card. You may draw 3 cards, then choose up to 1 of your energy and switch this card to active mode. Well,
switch the energy
to active mode and then flip this card. Yeah, I'm sorry, I misread words. I jumped a word in my head. Yeah, so basically you flip it, you get an energy back, you draw 3 cards. That is absolutely dumb.
Well, essentially you draw 1 card because you haven't put 2 underneath.
Yeah, that's the way it's being balanced, isn't it?
And then, like, they'll have abilities based on what, like, having cards underneath them, because I think Awaken Surge might just work like that.
But the thing is with the Awaken Surge is you can do this really early in the game.
Yeah.
You can do it at the start of the game if you wanted to.
Pretty much. Like, it doesn't have a restriction on it, which is kind of scary.
Yeah. So, if you really, really wanted to, turn 1, you could do this. If you really wanted to.
I mean, if you're attacking first, then it's probably a good idea. Because you could just be like, oh, well, I'll go onto my Awaken side and do that to hit you straight off the bat.
Yeah.
So,
gonna have to just do a little bit of a play here. Yes, we have muted it for
copyright reasons.
Yeah, and I know it's still flashing background. We're sorry. There we go. Right. So hopefully you can read that.
Yep.
Yeah. So yes, that video just played. But yeah, it's the only way we can get it. Really, I tried to screenshot it, but I just could not get it right. So it was like every time I paused it, I got it right, but every time I paused it and tried to screenshot it,
Carry on.
Yeah, I couldn't get it. So this is the best I could do. But I like it's called Awaken Surge. It seems really cool. I think it might have the same restriction like Wish does, where you can't actually do it during your opponent's turn.
Yeah, that would be a good restriction on it, to not activate during your opponent's turn. And if it's still affected by things that affected Wish,
because you have to put the 2 cards under, don't you?
Yeah, you put 2 cards under, you
Yeah,
draw
so-
3, and then you.
Yeah, I don't think there's any physical way you'd be allowed to do it during your opponent's turn then.
Well, you shouldn't be allowed to do it during your opponent's turn.
No.
Is the thing.
So you can only awaken on your turn, the same as Wish.
Hopefully.
Oh, yeah. Well, it should be.
Depends how they rule it, because there's things that affect Awaken, and they might be like, oh, it doesn't affect Awaken Surge, just normal Awaken.
Well, yeah. I'm kind of interested in the fact that they, with the leaders being dual colour, well, that's going to affect a lot of cards already in the game.
Yeah.
Because it's like, if your leader is red, if your leader is yellow, but now your leader is red-yellow.
Yeah, it basically means anything that's restricted by the colour of your leader isn't as much of a problem.
No. So the red-yellow decks...
It's going to make the game more stupid. Because you could do something like either bounce a card back with not you're wide open, but then you could also just be like, oh, well, I'll pay the green to play Preemptive Strike and just kill it instead.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good strategically, but it's also really annoying.
It's the new negates that are going to be in that set and stuff like that.
Yeah, in set 8.
Yeah, but those, I reckon most of the those negates are going to say if your leader is red and yellow.
Yeah, in the new set there'll be
not red or yellow. It's going to be red and yellow or
there'll be cards to go with the multi-leaders.
Yeah.
That are kind of stuck to those cards, but it'll have a really good effect, no doubt.
Yeah, and obviously there'll be other red yellow leaders and so on and so forth. But anyway, sorry. So the Goku's Awakened side, activate main / battle, which is really good. Once per turn, if your life is at 5 or less, and you choose 1 card on this card and place it in your drop area, you choose one of the effects. So you choose all your opponent's battle cards, ignoring barrier, and negate their skills for duration of turn. So that's obviously really good on your opponent's turn, which is why it's an activate battle as well, I feel, because otherwise it would be a bit of a weird effect to only be able to be used during your turn.
Yeah.
So that is really good just off that. And then it's got an offensive one as well, because its other one is against 10k and crit for a duration of turn. So,
I mean, you could use that defensively.
You could, yes, but, like, It's supposed to be an offensive one.
Yeah.
These skills are supposed to be offensive and defensive. So, it probably won't happen, and we're probably just overthinking it slightly. But I feel that a lot of the leaders from the set are going to have this kind of similar thing where they'll have an offensive ability and a defensive ability.
Yeah. A primarily offensive and defensive skill.
Yeah.
Which obviously you can use it, because like the 10k and crit one, I could see being used defensively if you're up against like an
aggro.
Yeah, aggro of any sort. You'd be like, well, I'm on 25 now, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, exactly. But I think they're trying to divide it so you got an offensive and a defensive skill.
Yeah.
I really do like Awaken Surge. That is just so cool. Yeah, not really much else to say on that. Yeah, that's basically it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because we just got the 2020 season, the new set 9 leaders, but this is the expansion one. The other one's Piccolo, which I think it's going to be green-blue.
It probably is, because that one's red yellow, so it'll be green blue, and then they'll do the multicolours in the set.
Yeah. So Series 9 multicolour leaders. Ah! And it's supposed to be January is when this comes in.
Yay!
So not long. And we still haven't even had the full set 8 release yet because we're still missing the secret rares.
And the set rarities.
Set rarities.
You know, like ISRs and all that.
Oh, right, yeah. Oh, yeah, because we've got the SRs, but not the... There might not be any. They might just go, we're going to leave it out for this set.
They've already said they're doing it. 5 hero rares and 5 villain rares or whatever it's
Yeah, I know.
called.
I was joking.
Yeah.
They look pretty cool. I can't wait to see what they do. But then, of course, there's the 3 secret rares. But there we go, guys. So there's a lot to be hyped about. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Leave your thoughts in the comments below what you think about these dual color leaders. And we'll see you next time. So bye-bye.
Bye.